You think the world is a joke? That chaos is the only truth. But chaos is the easy path. It's a surrender to impulse, a rejection of responsibility. Order is not about control. It's about giving people a chance to thrive. You tear down, but what do you build? You laugh at the world's struggles, but you contribute nothing but ashes. You believe that when everything burns, you'll be proven right. But destruction is not truth. It's a void. And what you fail to see is that in that void, people find strength. They rebuild. They rise. You push them into the darkness, and yet they find their way to the light. That's why you'll never win. Because while you revel in the fall, I fight for the rise.
You and your rules. You act like the world is a puzzle to be solved, a wound to be healed. But have you ever considered that maybe the wound is the natural state? You paint over the cracks, but I see the truth. The truth is, underneath all the masks and manners, people are animals. Strip away the illusion of order, and they'll show you who they really are. You say you build, but what you build is a cage. You hold people to impossible standards, and when they fail, you blame the chaos. I just set them free. I show them what they are without the chains, and they thank me for it.
Freedom without responsibility is just another form of slavery. You call it liberation, but what you offer is emptiness. True freedom comes from discipline, from choosing to do what's right even when it's hard. You push people to embrace their worst instincts, and then you laugh when they lose themselves. But I've seen people rise above. I've seen strength in those who choose compassion over cruelty. You tear down the walls and call it honesty. I build bridges and call it hope. And no matter how many times you try to drown the world in your madness, there will always be those who swim.
Hope is a dangerous word. You cling to it because you can't face reality. The world isn't a garden waiting to bloom. It's a storm, and storms don't care about flowers. You keep talking about redemption, about change. But I've seen people who begged for a second chance, only to fall back into the pit. You want to believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but I know the truth. The tunnel is endless. People are not heroes. They are beasts with masks. And when the mask slips, I am there to show them the truth.
You reduce humanity to its lowest moments, but that's only part of the story. People are not perfect, but they are not lost. The beauty of choice is that it can defy the darkness. I've seen those who were broken rise and rebuild. I've seen kindness where there should have been hate. You think strength lies in giving in to the chaos, but real strength is standing firm when the world shakes. You choose to be a mirror of the worst. I choose to be a light in the dark. And that difference, Joker, is why I fight.
You talk of light and dark, but you live in the shadows. You fight monsters, but you've become one. You say you bring hope, but what you really bring is fear. You want people to change, but you refuse to see them as they are. You are addicted to the struggle. You need me. Without the chaos, what would you be? Just another man lost in the crowd. You build yourself up as a hero, but heroes are just stories, and stories end. I am the chaos that endures.
Stories may end, but ideals do not. The fight is not about winning. It's about standing up for something. You say I need the chaos, but what I need is purpose. You take from the world, and I give back. You destroy because you cannot create. You laugh because you are afraid of silence. You burn because you are terrified of the light. Every time I fight against you, I prove that chaos can be resisted. I am not the hero because I win. I am the hero because I refuse to give up.
Then we are destined to dance forever. You, the eternal optimist, fighting for a world that will always break. And me, the realist, who finds beauty in the cracks. You can fight until your last breath, and I'll still be here, laughing. Because while you struggle to build, I will always find a way to pull it down. And when your strength fades, when your voice is nothing but a whisper, I will dance in the ruins. Not because I won, but because I always knew the truth, that in the end, chaos is the only constant.